Did I get rid of the thing? Did I... Whoops. I might have got rid of the dock that I actually needed. I did, okay. Not that it's supposed to be there. Whoopsie daisies. There we go. I never set up the... Ugh. Okay, let's put that on the list. I was doing a good job following the list. And then I just didn't have everything on the list. Okay, so that's part of this. Is make sure. Okay, you. I don't really need the location. I know what that is, but then it's. I need to place the coaster. Oh well. Sign in and place the coaster. Okay, gee whiz. Well, I guess I should start with the news that I have been officially laid off. So, I'm somewhat early. I wanted to be earlier, but that didn't really happen. And then naturally now I'm warm too. Oh, I guess some other minor thing is that I set up my third monitor. So I put that up on a different screen. I used my old computer to put it behind my screens to try to do a third monitor. We'll see. I felt like putting the chat big on another monitor might help me. And yet I don't know how to make it big. And putting it on a different monitor doesn't seem to be helping so far, but we'll see. No, that's so much easier to read when it's on the screen here. So the third monitor thing is not... Well, it's just... I wanted to blow this up. I just don't know how to make this stream chat bigger. Because it's like, it just sort of like, yeah, you could put it in its own window. But then when you do that, it's like, yeah, here's nice tiny text. I'm like, can I zoom it? Oh, I can. Aha! Okay. There we go. I rubbed some brain cells together. There we go. Now I can make the chat massive, and then I put it on another screen so it doesn't take up too much space. Why are you doing this? Aha! There we go. Maybe I should... Would you... Excuse me. Pardon me. We just barely started this thing, and you've already defiled my screen with a roller coaster yet again. No fun for you. I'm trying to focus. I've spent so much time not doing anything. And then even the portfolio, I'm like, nah, Okay, got some progress done on the game. I now have 21 of the planned 30 levels. Oh, dang, dude. You're making some good progress. Okay, maybe we maybe we shrink this a little bit. Because there we go. I planned 50 before, but I'm already struggling to keep having different ideas for levels. Extend doesn't do math, but we could add that. Extend by pi. You're gonna help focus on the roller coaster? Yeah, that's not what we need to be focusing on, but that's not what I want to be focusing on. I think the two things that I wanted to get done before AwesomeCon, I need to, well, it's ideally I want to get the Steam page up, and to get the Steam page up, I think, at least I gotta have like a good thumbnail, and then some screenshots, of which the screenshots I can kind of do of the game. And I'm not doing like a demo, like, oh, but before I get too distracted by you guys looking at the coaster and stuff again, just because you were mentioning how to make a bunch of levels, there was specifically a Game Maker's Toolkit video about how to make a bunch of levels for a puzzle game. Have limits on the coaster. Yeah, well, that is something I need to do, is have limits on the coaster, but If you're talking about have limits on distractions, that's, okay, I feel like it was a while since the last, Game Maker's Toolkit. But one of his developing videos, when he was making Mind Over Magnet, he specifically talks about, like, how he came up with a bunch of levels, for the game. I don't remember exactly what the video was. Yeah, now that I'm looking at all these, I'm like, I don't know if I'll be able to. There we go. How I make puzzles for my Indie Magnet game is probably this one, where he has a, like, basically he was just listing out, here's all of the features of my game, here's all of the mechanics of my game, how do I, then he just put them all into a spreadsheet and said, okay, how do we mix and match each of the mechanics here? Also, I saw ads are happening, I do want to take the ad break. Whoopsie daisies. Okay. Have I seen the new level transition in the game? Sent the video a few days ago. I did see that. It looked really cool. Tuesday's coming. Did you bring your code? What do you mean by that? What's happening Tuesday? In which I will need a code? I don't understand. And now I'm scared. I fear the things I don't understand. Okay, was this the, no, cover. No, gosh dang it. The cover. Okay, I kind of wanted to mock up 3 different ideas, being this, well, I don't know, because I have that notebook photo somewhere. There was part of me that wanted to just draw it out on a piece of paper, too, and I was like, that's probably not a bad idea. Like, that's, I think, a little faster for me than, Did I not have the, whatchamacallit? The notebook drawing that I did? Because that's kind of what I would want to do, is make the 3 different, like, mock-up things and then put it on Reddit and say, like, which one should I, like, pursue as, like, the final thing? Because this is kind of what I wanted, except I wanted to have the curve to it, and I don't know an easy way to do that, but... Since I last saw the game, added 5 new mechanics, but getting close to finishing it. You'll be able to see it in the game when it's playtesting phase. That's awesome. But like I said, if you are having trouble coming up with levels, then I would say isolate the different mechanics, put them all into a matrix and say, oh, have I combined this mechanic with this mechanic? Or have I combined this mechanic with this mechanic? And that should hopefully help you. Like I said, an idea stolen from Game Maker's Toolkit. But I guess I'm also back to complaining about my back. Again, I don't know what I did, but my back is done goofed. And it's so obnoxious because it's not like, oh no, I can't pick anything up. It's just like I can't bend over in a certain way. That's where it's fucked. Okay, the other idea. So that's what I was doing. I was trying to get it so that I can mock up another flippin' idea. But I should be streaming a lot more. Should being the key word here, being the operative word here. I should be streaming a lot more now that I am unemployed again for the upteenth time. Brought on mostly by myself being a lazy bum. And that's the other thing too, is like when I say I should be streaming more, I just haven't been, because I'm like, let me go read this email. I got another email. It's only 5 minutes. I can spare 5 minutes, and then I do that 20 times over and go, wait a second. Where did the last 2 hours just go? So, tiny spoiler since this is the first new mechanic I added, but I started combining a lot with moving blocks. Well, yeah, because you're doing like platformer that's puzzly instead of like puzzle platformer, at least from the video you showed. Which I think is an interesting way to go about it. Because a lot of the ones that I've played are more puzzle than platformer, but it's like, yeah, have you ever played Love? I think it is, or Love Island or something? Okay, that's probably something else entirely, but I think it's just Love. Nope, that is a suspicious search. But it's reminding me a little of that. Where it's like, you just have a bunch of platforms to jump on, and then you have to figure out how to... Dang it. Okay, wait. FPS. This is probably not the right title. Dang it. It's just a bunch of these, like, blank islands that you like color in. Oh, I probably shouldn't click. Okay, yeah, no, I'm mixing it up. It's something. It's because it's a 3D platformer. You're definitely on the right track, though. Okay, wait, 3D. Yeah, because like I said, first person. And how does this happen every time? I need to be getting a thing done. And then I get every time. This, a lovely planet. Okay, it had the word love in it. I thought it was just love, but lovely planet. That's the game I was thinking of. Okay, we found it quickly. Oh, let's see. Now I'm like, I could read this all in German. Oh, and then it defaulted back to English. No, this isn't it either. Dadgummit. Is it a game that I have? Okay, no, we're not doing this. We are not doing this. There's a game where you jump on platforms to color them in. And... Did you not download anything? Oh, you paused because I started streaming. Well, hopefully that'll continue. I don't know what the game is. I'm not gonna be able to find it either. Yeah, because I don't think I ever actually played it. It's like, okay, no, five. I can spare 5 minutes, right? And then I spare 5 minutes like 20 times in a row. Okay, wait. 3D. Actually, wait. If I go to like Lovely Planet, is there a like an earlier version? Maybe that's why I'm getting it mixed up. Did they have an earlier version? And then they take me to this, which is the publisher. Why can I never remember the exact names of things? I can only remember mostly the names of things. Okay, I guess it's not Lovely Planet. You don't think you know the game and we need to know it? Okay, just one more search. I can do this, right? Right? It's not gonna take me that long, right? This is important. This is important work we're doing. Okay, 3D FPS. Color islands? It's gonna pick up the words and not the like mechanics. Yeah, exactly. Now it's gonna give me tower color thing. Like, it's a game where you jump on islands to fill them in with colors. And then it's just gonna give me mobile games. It's a first-person 3D platformer. Okay, let's try first-person instead of first-person 3D platformer. Like island hopping? That's not the... I don't think I'm gonna be able to look through my library to find it because I didn't actually play it as a game. Yeah, and there's Lovely Planet again. It's something like that, which I thought it was just called like Love or something. Which also might be why it's hard to find, is if it's a simple generic title. That it's gonna be... Wait. It looks like this. I don't know if this is it. No, it's not this. It's got that kind of visual, though, where it's like got gray islands that you hop on, and then they turn green. And you just need to color in all the islands. I was like, that word does not look familiar to me, so I highly doubt that it is that. Again, that's on the right track. Okay, yeah, I don't think it's this. Or a Speedbot. Because I thought, yeah, because it's like an old game, too. Yeah, no. It's not this. Visually, it looks very much the same. It's got gray blocks that you hop on, and then they turn into filled-in islands. Funny that I could find a game that looks visually like what I'm thinking of, and not actually. Problem is, this is gonna sit in my head for a while. And I don't know if we'll ever be actually able to figure out the game. Okay, but like a sample? Okay, touch all the islands. Or all the platforms. There we go, touch all the platforms? Why can I find a game that looks visually like what I'm thinking of, but not actually the game that I'm thinking of? This was pretty old, too. Nah, it's not gonna show up. And these aren't 3D, these are all 2D. Nah, I'll just have an AI make the game and then say that that's the game that I was thinking of. If I just describe it well enough to the AI, then it could just make it, and then I can lie and say that's the game. right? Oh, that's the future. It's gonna be. It's not a lie. It just hasn't been made yet. I just need to tell it the thing. It's not this. Okay. This is what? Yeah, I'm 20 minutes into the stream. That's not too bad, right? It's not gonna be. I mean, adding simple is not gonna matter. Like island hopping? Like that's the... because you're hopping from island to island. Missed. That's oh, that's... why does it... visually, it looks like that, but it's not that game. This is a game that exists, I swear. I'll remember it later. Probably, kind of, sort of, hopefully, maybe, we'll see. I don't even know if it's on here. Well, and I say coloring game, but it's like that's... because that's kind of the mechanic, is you hop on each platform. And, like, it was just because of the like, because you had to get height enough on each of those platforms in the... oh, is there a name for the black and white Portal-esque platformer there? See, the only problem is that I found Disoriented as a game. That I'm like, oh, well, maybe I could find this too. Okay, it's not that, and it's not that. Those are close, though. That's the problem. We're finding stuff that's close, but not it. Yeah, because I thought it was, like, Love was the title. No, wait, no, go back. No, stop. No, no. I didn't mean to clear the search. I meant to click the... I'm going to add... there we go. I thought that's what it was called. Gosh dang it, Speedbot. Why do you gotta look like the thing? Okay, yeah, no, this is not happening. How did I remember the mechanic, but not the name? Yeah, but when it's a simple, kind of vague name, I think that's what also... which, then you're like, oh, Plunk? Probably a simple, kind of vague name. Probably not doing it myself any major favors there. So... okay. Oh, negative space. Okay, so you do have a name for it. Whatever. Oh, it'll... no, it's not gonna tell me... what? Huh? I spelled this wrong. And you're not gonna tell me, hey, here's how you... okay, no, I think I'm giving up now. I spent 15 minutes on this. You guys goaded me into spending 15 minutes on this. I guess it didn't take much effort. No, okay, wait, where the heck? There's supposed to be another game in there. Okay, wait, Mirror's Edge. Neon White. Okay, yeah, this is a recent video, and they've been doing really cool stuff. Okay, we're not gonna like it because I didn't watch it, but... damn it, like, fuck. Gosh dang it. You really, really heckin' suck. This is a thing that exists. I just don't know the word for this flippin'... okay. I give up. Okay, actually do anything. Nah. I give up. I will accomplish nothing with my life and feel bad about it. Okay, I did a new scene already, right? Oh wait, can I go and copy one of these scenes? Like maybe this, or maybe some other something. Okay, new scene. It doesn't matter, just grab a scene. It's because I want to get the colors and everything right, and I'm like, wait, you can copy paste a scene, right? Do I want to do this scene? No, just whatever. I've been thrown so off by all of the things happening in my life. I'm like, I just want a routine. And then life is like, nah, sorry, too bad. None for you. Yeah, I feel like I've been so unproductive since being laid off, which is probably somewhat true. But this is why I get so strict about my routine, because once I fall off, it takes me quite a while to get back into a routine. Gosh dang it, my flipping back hurts again. I really hate it when that happens. Okay, so now the idea is to take all of these. Okay, so now we do something. Okay, wait, let's just do this in pixel art first. No, use an actual tool. Not Piscal. Wait, was Steam Next Fest even still happening, or did that finish? Yeah, okay, Steam Next Fest is done. But I still have the demos I can play, or are these gone now too? Like, can I play this demo, or is it done? Oh, I guess I can play this demo. Okay, this one I did very much want to play, so. Oops. This. Oops, oh no, whoops. Uh-oh, how is it? The game just started on my machine. Uh-oh. Whoops. No, this one was very much like, this is too close to the kind of thing that I'm making that I wanted to. Full board combo, a sequence combo, a color combo, a rank combo, and a base multiplier. Okay, complete levels to earn coins for new powerful tools. Build chains and trigger the... some demos are still there, some because they were under the 30 most wishlisted or popular games of Steam Next Fest, and some because they just keep their demos. Because they were under the 30 most wishlisted or popular games? I was assuming a lot of people just left the demos up for people like me that totally missed Next Fest. So, okay, build chains and trigger the show to earn points, reach the target score before running out of turns. Link tiles by color, also by rank. The chain contains a certain rank. More tiles of that rank can be linked. Rank combo, 2 tiles of the same rank. Color combo, 5 tiles of the same color. Sequence combo, 3 tiles with consecutive or increasing or decreasing ranks. There's also a full board combo linking all tiles with no empty squares remaining. Tiles yield points for big scores, unit multipliers. Multipliers can vary by running combos on the chain. Create combos by linking color tiles as follows. Yes, like I said, this is very much the game I am making. That's why I wanted to do this. Oh, wow. It takes a little bit for the tooltip to pop up. Links to the same color tiles or tiles matching existing chain ranks. Oh, yeah, okay. because it's blue, and then the star just means it continues the same chain. Oh, and I'm assuming you can't do diagonals? Yeah, okay. Okay, and it's right click to deselect it. But if I can't do diagonals, then like this looks like the best chain that I can do. Oh, and then they slide in. Like that, okay. Red 0? That does not help me much. Oh, and then was it saying that this works as a chain? Oh, okay, so that is a multiplier. Okay, wait, so the numbers give you the multiplier? Yeah, this is very much what I need to do here. Is oh, the 7 into the 8 chains? So, okay. I'm trying to do it like my game, where you order it in a certain order, but... I plan to put in something special in level 23. It'll be hidden, but it'll be there. When you get to play it, it'll remind you, but you should look around at level 23. Because there's a gnome. I would assume. Oh, and that tooltip was not taking... yeah, something like this does not look like it connects at all. But... okay, wait, so I guess we'll try... oh. Okay, so you can do that. And then the 7 can't connect because it doesn't connect to anybody. And then that, because of the ordering? So it is like a direction to it. Well, can I do that and then that? No. Oh, and then, yeah, okay, these just don't connect with the blues or anything. Okay, we'll just do that, I guess. Okay, maybe I'm not fully understanding how to do the combo here. Yeah, I was gonna say that connects to the 7. Then yeah, I was gonna say the star ranking should let me. Okay, so that doesn't let me connect through the 0. But if I do that, no, okay, you don't connect. And the color connects there. But I guess the rank connects there. And then that connects with the other 0. Well, now I want to connect that, but it didn't seem to let me. Oh, whatever. Oh, and then that, yeah, it was a rank combo, but that didn't... Some kind of mysterious text that immerses you in the game. Color combo double. Doubles all color combo multipliers. Plus one to all combo step multipliers. Just adds a plus 16 chance for... okay, upgrades the rank combo step multiplier. Contains an assortment of random color tiles and special tiles, and contains an assortment of combo upgrading tokens. Well, I don't know what I'm doing, so give me some random stuff. Upgrade sequences. I haven't played any sequences. Color combos. Or color combo multiplier. Also, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I got completely distracted by playing one of the games from Next Fest. This was the one game that I was like, okay, I want to try this because it's got some similar ideas. So, color combo step versus color combo. I guess this one. I don't know. And then more buttons, more tiles. Sure, why not? 5 tile length. Links to a chain with 5 plus tiles. Links to a chain with an even tile count, or just a 9 green. That's okay, otherwise you'd be distracted working on a thumbnail instead of the game itself anyways. Hey, the thumbnail is part of the game, and arguably a very important part of the game. Okay, I'm just doing the one round of this just to see, so this does tell me that this is a game to look at. In terms of, there's some similarities here, and I don't know if... It's not a good way to chain these together, but I can do... Oh, the 4s. Something like that? Okay, but they do need to be next to each other, it looks like. Oh, so how does this connect? Links to a chain with 5 plus tiles. As in, you have to have 5 plus tiles to connect it? Oh, these little flippin' things aren't connectable, are they? So if I do like that, you don't connect. But if I can somehow get up to 5 more tiles, I could do that. And I don't really see a good easy way to do that right now. These are not in a good spot, I guess. Could I give a percentage of how complete the game is? I doubt it. I keep thinking that I'm like getting close on the runes, like the upgrade stuff, and then that ends up being less true. But that's a bunch of nothing. Okay, you know what? This is cool. I'm gonna do this later. This is a game to look at, a game to play. Hopefully the demo stays on my computer. Unless it goes away and dies, I don't know. But escape. Menu. Exit to main menu. Okay, and then I quit. Okay, now back to doing the doing one round while he says while doing a second round. I stopped the second round though. I'm getting there. Yeah, but a percentage of how complete the game is. It's gonna be like a loading bar where the game is like almost done for years on end. But hey, it worked for Hollow Knight. It worked for Silksong. They were mostly done for like 4 or 5 years or something, right? So that's all I gotta do is that. I can be mostly done for years on end. Although I think I'm not really that close to done. I'm hoping that I can get the runestones working soon-ish, but... Okay, this is probably not the way to do this. But this was the idea, is if I go into... So I was trying to pull up Sprite. And then that's what happened, and then I got distracted. Okay, it's not updated. I guess I lied. We're just gonna pull this up. But all I wanted to do was mock up, like, okay, if I do... I think I'm gonna need more pixels than this. But that was kind of the idea here. Yeah, okay, so then... If we say N is kind of a pain in the butt, then it's actually gonna be more like... well, and I do like my square sort of things. But the idea is to make a level that looks like the word, and then put a bunch of stuff on top of that. That is. Did I do 6? I meant to do a 5x5. I did do 6. Ay, ay, ay. There we go. There. Okay. So the plan is to make this using the blocks and then put the level art. Put different parts of the level on top of this. Although probably like double the pixels. Which I would need more. Level 22 is done. Onto the special level 23. Ooh, fun. Oh, because then I can also round out the... Okay, so something more like this then? Because I do want to have some space to put like level decoration stuff. That's nothing. Is that anything? Okay, let's just make this a little wider. I think I should round out the U. Yeah, like that. Yeah, I was getting there. I was realizing, wait, no, you know what? I'm doing somewhat rounded stuff. Okay, resize. This is just a quick test. So the three different thumbnail things that I want to try is this, that, and the other thing. Oh wait, technically there. Why did I... This feels like I goofed it up. There we go, okay. But then the plan is to make this using the grid squares in Unity and then put stuff on top of it as one of the possible thingamabobs. And then another ad break, which tells me I've gotten nothing done again for the upteenth time. But hey, I feel bad about it, so that counts for nothing, right? Okay. I hate having a job, and I hate having to do stuff, and then when I don't have a job, I feel depressed, and like, oh no, I need to have a job, and like, maybe, hopefully, one day, kind of, sort of, maybe, that won't be the case, but we'll see. Okay, still looks a little funky, but whatever, this is the idea, so if I can put this into Unity, and then put stuff on top of it, does that look like a good logo, or is that just a bunch of nothing? This was the other idea, it's just doing this with a bunch of the level art around it too. So that's kind of the three ideas. This, which is where I was trying to find the picture that I drew, and yet I don't seem to have it here. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's there. God balls. Okay, so you need to be in here as a plunk thing. There we go. So there was this possible cover here. Then there was... which I guess is this. But then there's like the Factorio kind of cover, or the shapes. The shapes cover here. Actually, wait, can I copy this? if I hit copy and then I hit paste, does that do anything? Yes, I guess. Hey, there we go. Okay, so this is an idea here. Okay, so can I put all of the logos into... I probably shouldn't, but... And then we do that as a new layer. That seems quite large in comparison to the... oops. Okay, let's shrink you. Let's turn this down. I'm not here right now. I haven't been here for flippin' days. I do nothing, and then I get mad at myself for doing nothing, and then I repeat, and that is my entire flippin' life. So maybe I should do something. But then when I do something, I'm like, this is hard and bad and dumb, and... Nah, maybe we don't do things. And we just feel bad about not doing things. That's the solution. Okay, can we resize the canvas? There was a button or something for that, right? It's not you, it's resizing a layer. Let's crop. No, let's take it part out of the image. I wanted to just resize it in general. Or just shrink the images. Again, you can just shrink the images. So go back to this. Yeah, that's really the idea. Is I just wanted to put all of the thumbnail possibilities together and say, okay, this is one possibility. Then there's the shapes and this kind of possibility here. Don't do that. Wait, when I click on the other layer, can you just go to the other layer? It'd be really nice if you would do that. What even is this? Oh, that's all the added nonsense. Okay, and then this. No. And then this. Can I move everybody at once? Is there a move tool? There's the move. There we go. Okay, so I wanted to move this. And then the last idea I had was doing... Okay, now is there a way... If I had the tiling tool, like, as in, like, if I set up a tile map, that probably is a thing that I coulda, woulda, shoulda done a long time ago, that I did not do. Because this is gonna be a lot of game objects that... It's not gonna take me that long, I say. We do these things not because they are easy, but because we thought they would be easy. Can I change the kerning on the L or something? The L looks so big, but it does fit with the rest of the like size-wise. Technically, it does fit with the rest of the letters. Weird. Okay, no, I have two cubes next to each other. I could just copy and paste both, and then say move them along the Z by like 2. And then do the whole thing again. I guess not. Well, shite. Okay, or we put that as a game object. This is a 2 by 2. Oh, anybody notice the quiet? The keyboard. I switched out the keyboard too. So not only did I set up a third monitor just to see if that works better, which not really. But the keyboard's quieter. I did get a new keyboard that hopefully isn't going to be double clicking all the time, which is probably too much money being spent, but whatever. Like I said, I'm just going to keep making decisions and keep feeling bad about them and then hope that all of it turns into a life well lived somehow. Could also try Affinity at some point. Probably told me about it, but it's more similar to Photoshop, free since the sometime in the last year, in my opinion. It's a lot nicer for graphics, not just drawing, than Affinity. Or you mean than or Affinity is better than the. Yeah, Stream is even more chill now with the new keyboard. Well, I gotta make it even more chill by switching out the branding, so that the remove all, well, to switch it to the other Gnome, of which I don't know, like feels like something I should probably do before AwesomeCon, but I'm also like, I don't really want to do a full rebrand right now. That sounds like a lot. And I'm like, yeah, it's like, do I want to commit to brown as the background, or do I want to do like a gray or a black or what? I think I do like this. I don't know. Plus the colors are still bad, but I don't know. That's also the aesthetic is just bad. I just make bad art that is going to be a permanent fixture. I don't know. It's looking a little weird and a little chunky. It's like I want it to look chunky. Like, is that better? Do they need all conform to the same pixel sizes? No, they don't. Which is where it's like I could probably thin up the L too, if I was saying that it's a little I do think the K looks a little better like that. It just is a little big. I don't know, whatever. Okay, nicer than Krita, yeah, okay. And yeah, I believe you have mentioned Affinity, and I just don't take suggestions. And then realize much later that I probably should have taken the suggestion. So that's just how these things go. I'm just finding that I'm not a good person. So let me just use a bunch of these 2x2s to about 8 then. There we go. Let me zoom you out a little bit. Yeah, okay. It doesn't matter if this is performant or not because this is just a logo. It does not necessarily need to work super well. Okay, and then what I can do is then take all of this and okay, we're gonna just put this in a empty object. That's the row. Yeah, the best part is I'm gonna put a bunch of work into making something that looks bad to then ask the question like, hey, does this work as a logo? And the answer being, nah, you should probably just go with the like shapes look. That's the easiest, simplest thing. So Affinity is better for general graphics, especially when they have text in them. Krita's better for standard drawing. Okay, so Affinity being better for like thumbnail kind of thing, which is what I'm using Krita for, versus Krita for actual like drawing. Okay, wrong direction, wrong direction. So let's do. Okay, and then that's a nice grid. I need. Oh, did I even do the? No, I didn't. All of these need to have one more pixel, which is probably why the end looks a little funky anyway. if I wanted to actually make them line up with... Oh, which is probably why the K looks a little funky too. Whatever. I'm just gonna be depressed about making bad art yet again. I'm gonna spend a lot of time making bad art now, with the added pressure of I'm not actually making any other money on the side. Okay, so then this is... I'm just gonna call you letter then. God balls. Or I guess I just could have called this letter. Okay, and then we copy that 5 times to make the 5 different letters. Okay, so this will just be P. Letter P. Is there a better way to do this? Most definitely. Am I gonna do it? I don't want to set up a whole tile map thing just for this one test. Like, this is probably gonna take me a while, but I think trying to set up an entire tile map, it's not gonna be... I don't know. It might be necessary if I want to do like actual level design a la Grindstone and say, okay, these have these specific things. So maybe that's something I should think about. And that's why I keep thinking like, no, I don't have some kind of timeline or how long this is gonna flip and take me. I don't want it to take me any more than like a year, but that is not like any kind of percentage of how complete the game is. And I don't know. I'm just depressed that I'm making bad art yet again, and that it will never get any better. Like 12 maybe. 13. 14. There we go. Okay, so now we add... Nope. 28. And then whatever 14 times 3 is. And because I am lazy as established, U 42. The answer to life, the universe, and everything. I should have been able to guess that, right? And then 14 times 4, 56. Wish I was gonna get there because I'm like, I know what 28 is. And then multiplied by 2. 56. Okay, so now we can line up the camera a little bit. That's not what I meant. Then we can line the camera up a little bit. Turn on my eyes. Oh, actually, the camera in the main game is like at a 60-degree angle, not a 45, right? Okay, this is cover 2. Because I'm, no, we'll do the programmer version. Okay, so take me back to the main scene. Yeah, and then the hope is all of this struggle is going to turn into a good game at the end of it. Okay, so actually, wait, if you're a prefab, I can just drag you into this other scene. So we're just going to do that. Because then it'll have the right camera angle. Okay, we get rid of you. You are the camera. Will we? Like that then? Okay. Oh, big pack. As in, is there still pack? M4 pack? Unless it is do big pack. Not that I care at all about the slimes that I catch, but it's fun, I guess. Okay, so now we go through here and say I want to get rid of like you. It's not the way to do this. This is so silly. What a goofball. Everybody laugh at the goofball here. Doing weird, dumb, bad art and spending too long on it. Hey, but you know, any attention is good attention, right? Then I get a couple cents. I never did look at my, whatchamacallit. My analytics for these streams. These like midday streams where a couple people show up to say, what the heck is going on? Or spam extend and put roller coaster all over the screen. You're a couple of cents. This is when I actually decide to look up at the chat and catch up on things. We get Pagorli saying you're a couple of cents. Yeah, well, you're a couple of cents short of $1. How do you feel about that? That's the wrong one. I'm a couple of cents short of $1. Clearly. I mean, that's kind of sounding more like I'm trying to say that you're a whore. But I was trying to say that you're dumb. Okay, wait. Let's not insult people either. Well, okay. I'm the one that's unemployed, so I'm a couple cents short of $1. Which is also funny, because I've been making like a penny a day. I keep finding pennies, and then I keep finding nickel. Like, I found a nickel the other day, I found a dime the other day, I found pennies recently too, and I'm like, what is this? Why am I still having any income now that I'm unemployed? It's like, you know, not enough to do anything with. But it is funny that I'm finding pennies and nickels and dimes. Don't bully your stepson like that. I'm grumpy. I'm trying not to take it out on other people. Do I even know why I'm grumpy? No, not really. No, and then when I get grumpy, I just take it out on myself anyway. It's always just those expectations, those unfulfilled expectations, like, I should be doing more, I have an ability to do more. Yeah, I'm a cis-het white guy. I have had every opportunity in the world to do anything with my life. And I feel like I have, not done enough. There's so much more I could do. Okay. But the real question is this anything? Does this look like it could be anything? Okay, so not you. So give me this row. And then I want to hack off, like, this cube. Let's see if that... This is such a silly way to put this together. Whatever. You. And then if we go in here and do, like, you. This one. Okay, is this working at all? So. No one reason why I'm grumpy. Well, I tried to fix that earlier today too. Didn't seem to help much, apparently. Squandered so many opportunities in my life. Yeah, no, I very much think of the Pirates of the Caribbean, where he's like, I like to wave at those opportunities when they pass by. That's very much the quote I think of. Is there no way to double click or triple click a block to directly select it instead of the group? Oh, I'm just, I don't know what I'm doing. No, I could very much, if I put the camera at the right angle, I can just select which blocks I want to get rid of. I'm just not thinking right now. Yeah, it's like, duh, I can just do what I was doing. Now that I've set up all the blocks, I can just do what I was doing. Like I said, I don't know if this is even the way to go about this, but the K looks better now. It still looks wonkety as, like, wonkety AF. Yeah, it's just because of the pixels are wrong in that image too, that it's like, oh. Oh, and then how did I do the N? Oh, and then that's not actually accurate to how many flippin' things I have here, so. Okay, and then I think I need to make the... maybe we just get rid of these. Are you not gonna let me select all of these? Oh, I have to manually select each? Well, that sucks. Okay, oh, which is why I was just doing this. Okay, so... And this is probably also the reason why I don't have a job, because I work slow, because I have absolutely no clue how to do anything efficiently. And it's all not gonna matter when AI takes all our gerbs anyway. AI took my last job, then it will come for this one too. Because I work in a warehouse. Is it still doing numbers? I don't think it actually did that many numbers, but that was just one that I saw scroll by. And then I was like, I'm so glad that it got up onto YouTube. Because the song is fantastic. It's probably not going to come up with anything, is it? Oh, no, it is. Okay, cool. Okay, no, that's weird. Like, the video's so good. The whole thing is so good. This is like the only thing he's posted too, right? Yeah, okay, he did a couple of shorts to capitalize on it, but very curious to see what he does next, because this song is a banger. Because I work in a warehouse. Okay. What the heck am I doing with my life? I am wasting it, but at least I'm wasting it in front of other people so that they can... When the attention economy says I can get paid a little bit. Why am I doing this again? I can just select the flippin' thing. I am not here right now. And it's like, it's because it's going to take me days, if not weeks, to get into a routine and to actually, like, do something. Also, wait, why are you defaulting to white as the thing? Link, you don't know the song? I mean, it's a little old. Yeah, I was gonna say this was like a month ago. So. Also, why are we putting out roller coaster all over the screen? I was gonna say, I was under the assumption that this is just a guy who made a song, so it's probably okay to play this. But. Oh, thank you. Yeah, every part of this video is so good. Now this warehouse is a freezer. It's colder than a bitch. For 12 hours a day, I swear I'm freezing off my tits. It's winter in the spring, in the summer, in the fall. I've got dirt under my fingernails and frostbite on my balls. I'm having lots of fun. I'm making lots yeah, I think I want to keep the squares white and then... Okay, that was the question. Is why is this not... Does this not have the shader attached to it? Because I work in a warehouse. Work in a warehouse. Override? Yeah, is this gonna add the shader to the other one? Actually worked as a forklift driver in a warehouse for a couple of years? Well, then you will probably relate to this song. Aha, there we go. Okay, and then pretty nice job, all things considered. Yeah, definitely backed in a hit like that to decompress before. I was assuming that was a thing. Yeah, there we go. Robots took my last job and they'll come for this one next. And then then he goes and drives past one of them. It's funny that he mentions graphic design and working in a warehouse, and then he's like also made a banger of a song, so. Could covertly listen to audiobooks too. I was like, I've done a lot of listening to podcasts while programming, of which I'm behind on a lot of stuff. I'm like, man, I love Dungeons and Daddies, and I have not. They're like 2 episodes into the new season, and I haven't listened to it. Have I not logged into Player FM on this computer? Yeah, it's like Post Games is really good. Third Shift is really good. I'm so behind on Third Shift. Yeah, and then I'm like, I actually like support a few of these things on Patreon and stuff. And yeah, I was like, I'm 5 or 6 episodes behind on Post Games. I'm a couple episodes behind on Third Shift. I've kept up with Lemonade Stand. And yeah, I'm a couple episodes behind on Dungeons and Daddies. Like, well, I did catch up on Think Like a Game Designer though too. So, oh, it didn't have a working HVAC, so it was hot. Okay, definitely not a freezer. I guess it would depend on the warehouse. Also, thank you for the hydrate. Let's see, what was the last one I listened to? I think it might have been this. It might have been 2026 big games and trends and showdown. So yeah, I'm many episodes behind. Yeah, because it looked like there was even a week break there too. And then I'm like, I guess 4, 5 episodes behind on Third Shift. It's like, dang, dude. And like I said, the trailer was so good for the Dungeons and Daddies, and now there's 2 episodes that I haven't listened to. I don't know where I'm gonna find time to get podcasts back into my routine, because if I'm streaming game development, it's a little harder to listen to a podcast at the same time. So hot that boxes would partially melt and towers would collapse. That's awesome. I think that's dangerous. That sounds like they really needed to fix the HVAC so that the warehouse didn't melt. Okay, that can go away, and then where did all y'all go? Are you behind the... okay, so let's move the camera. Okay, I was gonna say, it's got a very specific... and then I don't want to rotate it. Wait, so did I make it so that I can't actually have something this big? That's a problem. That is like a big problem. Ruh-roh. Oh, boxes of cushions. Okay, so it wasn't like big heavy things, but still. I guess that would explain why they melted a little bit too. A pigeon infestation. tried addressing it by putting up fake hawks with recordings of their speech playing. I guess that's a way to try to tackle it. I mean, it's probably not great for y'all in the warehouse listening to hawk noises a bunch, but I guess it's better than getting shat on repeatedly by pigeons. Okay, well, this is telling me that my goofy solution for trying to get the shadows to look better is not a solution. Meaning the shadows are just going to be completely done goofed. I'm like, you can do better shadows, and I keep trying to crank up the management. It was not very bright. It didn't work, but they refused to acknowledge that. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I would do to try to fix like a pigeon infestation problem, but I mean, they make all of the like anti-pigeon stuff, but I feel like if you had an entire warehouse to cover in anti-pigeon stuff, it'd be a little hard to do. Yeah, I guess like smells probably wouldn't be good for employees either. Okay, the flippin' thing I was trying to flip and do was this. The far plane, if I make this a well bigger and then do that. And then I do this and that. So it's just on the edge of the plane there. And let me pull you back in. There we go. Is this anything? Does this work as a logo? This was kind of the idea. I thought of like maybe I think I need a few more pixels or something. The N and the K look like atrocious. I put up stupid holographic owl/bird of prey eye stickers too. That yeah. I think that might startle a bird once, and then they just kind of come up to it and realize it's nothing. Yeah, like pigeons can heed signs or something. I can vaguely see what the idea is that the pigeon will think it's some big scary bird of prey and then fly away, but then the instant that it doesn't move and chase him, then they can just kind of realize, oh, that isn't anything. Yeah, okay, not a fan of this. I was like, this was kind of like a maybe. It was just one of the ideas I had. It was like kind of an idea. But then I could put stuff on top of this. Okay, then I could just kind of select a spot. Okay, so if I do like that, and then I do a bumper. Yeah, gameplay-wise, I was gonna mess with the size of the bumpers and stuff too, which is like, yeah, if I'm still messing with that kind of thing, yeah, why'd you do that, you dumb? And then I want to rotate you like so. Oh, it's because the animation. So if I hit play though, this looks okay. Definitely is one of the ideas the whole time. Good or bad, we'll see. Yeah, so the question is this anything? Does this look like anything? Is this a compelling logo? Because I don't think it is. This is just one of the possibilities that I had that like seemed a little different, and I was like, maybe. It always sucks that every time I have an idea of like, let's do something different. I'm different. I'm gonna do something different. That it just turns out to be a bad idea. Okay. Oh, I could turn the music back on, especially before the ad ends. Has it been an hour? Oh, it's been an hour and a half. I'm gonna sit again. Owie. Why my back hurts so much? I'm so old. You're so old. Help me, I'm old, I'm old. Okay, no, help me, I'm in pain. I don't know why my back hurts. Okay. Probably because I still have not gone and done like a stretch routine. Okay, help me, I'm lazy, I'm lazy. I'm unproductive. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, that's gonna be everybody. Okay, let me make these all red. Let me make the ball red. I don't think that's gonna make it much better, but that is kind of the idea, is to see. Oh, bugger off. I want you to select the flippin' cube. Oh, no, you're not selecting the cube inside of the thing? Meaning I can't... Oh, you dumb. I think I've seen worse logos. I just don't know how good the games did that had those worse logos. But the logo isn't all done yet, so... And it's not generated, which is already a positive. Like I said, I don't think this is really working. It just seemed like a slightly unique idea that I was wanting to try, and now the more I get into it, the more I'm like... It's not really working. Can I really not... You're really gonna make me go and select each of the flipping things. Oh, bugger off, you dumb. Okay. This is a dumb, bad idea. I regret everything. Yeah, because then I go to click on this to see if that's the thing. No, it's all the... Okay, grid, cube, and cube. Okay, so I guess it's really not too bad. Okay, but the answer is this is just not working as a possibility. Like, I don't know. Like I said, what I was thinking is I'll put a picture on Reddit to say, hey, what possibility is the best, and it'll be probably just the text with some stuff around it. But you never know. I was also surprised when it was like, oh, the whatchamacallit looks the best. Isometric, or it's like, oh, which camera view looks the best? And the answer was isometric, and I'm like, oh, well, what do you flipping mean, you dumb? That's not the ones I wanted. Okay, I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. No. No, why does my stupid way of doing things not work out for me? Okay, and then... Yeah, but then I go to select something else, and then it's gonna flippin'... okay. Oh, but then... That's not the way I'm painting it, though, is it? Shoot. Surprised Ubisoft used AI for the Steam event visuals again. They don't have time for marketing and all. Well, I mean, Ubisoft has been on fire for quite a while, so... Now, are they exasperating things by continuing to do stuff like AI? Yes, I totally think they are. Like, I don't think they're doing anything good for themselves. And they continue to insist on, like, we're using the latest technologies, and it's like... Okay, well, I lied. So can I just paint it red instead? No, that's changing the whole material. Great. Okay, well... Yeah, okay, and then I wanted to just kind of put some buttons on here and stuff, too. Okay, I at least can do that fairly easily, because let's just select a thing and then add a button. know what? Let's just give me random things in here. So give me like that and say. Oh, and this I don't even have to adjust. Okay, cool. Oh, that wasn't even one of the grid cubes. Can I drag the material from the asset browser or whatever it's called directly onto the blocks? Yes, that's exactly how I should be doing this. I don't... It's been a while since I've done anything. I have been unemployed and hanging out with my girlfriend a bunch, and... Well, it's partially because of the furlough. I'm like, okay, well, I don't know if I'm gonna have a job or not. So if I do, in fact, end up having a job, it'd be really nice to spend this time with somebody. And now that I don't have a job, it's getting back into the routine of doing stuff that has taken quite a bit to get. Why'd you let me select it the first time and you won't let me deselect it now? You're gonna. This is okay. We're gonna. Oh, it's because the bumper was on top of it. And I just. Okay, it's not this. Okay, I can't do all of them at once. It's the whole thing. It's just go to the materials and then go to the. Problem is that I don't think I had. It's because I could color it with the ball, but I didn't want the shininess. I just wanted it to be the red, but whatever. Yeah, okay. This is all just a dumb, bad idea that I don't think is working. But I was kind of curious. Well, the other problem is I gotta add like the actual like line renderer on the bumper and stuff, or the ball as well. Yeah, okay. Thank you for helping me rub two brain cells together, as much as I don't want to do that. This is not working. This is just a very confused version of the text there. This is top-down oblique. I mean, we're getting closer and closer to that being a reality, where you can just say spawn game, add MMO to Goat Simulator, and then it'll just do that. So. So, if I add more buttons and stuff, do you think this will look like an actual? No, what do you? Don't do anything. You are not supposed to be doing anything. Don't do anything. You're just supposed to sit and look pretty. Why'd you? Okay, maybe we don't do this. Who is trying to do stuff? Is it this main camera is trying to do stuff? Yeah, it's like don't try to do anything. Nobody should be trying to do anything. There should be nothing in here. This is all I'm just staging a thing. I'm not trying to get it to actually. Oh, all the grid spaces are resetting? Is that what's happening? Oh no, I don't want to have to select every single grid space. Yeah, all of these are resetting. Great. Fantastic. Wonderful. Mistakes were made. And that mistake was, reality. In the beginning, God created... Oh shoot, what's the joke from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy? In the beginning, God made it create a reality. It has been widely regarded that that was a bad move. Something like that. Yeah, this is just too... yeah, something like that. This is not working. I thought this would be kind of neat, but it's just clearly not working. The camera angle's making it hard to read, and it's like I could try to make the letters look a little better, but the other problem is if I start adding a bunch of stuff on top of it, I think it's just gonna get harder and harder to read. And I think this kind of works if I could get the kind of the world bending thing, but no, I do think the best idea is to just do this. To just have like here. Oh, they did all lowercase. Oh, I guess I have been. Okay, wait, so if I do. I was gonna say, that's all uppercase. And then I space him out. I know Brainoid kept saying, space him out. Okay, or I could just add text here, right? Was there an option to just do... to resize the canvas? I was gonna say, but it does this, where I'm like, no, I wanted to just kind of click and drag, but... but now I'm like, okay, it's just because shapes here is all lower letters. And it's something that Chris Z says, where it's like a lot of indie games do the, like, block of, like, the title is just one font. And I'm like, that is kind of what I'm falling into. Which is why I was trying to decorate it with the balls like this, but I also don't know if that also looks kind of muddy. Dang it, it's looking increasingly like maybe just this first concept is the best concept. I just don't know how to do the world bending nicely, but maybe it's just to take this and feed this to like somebody who knows how to do art and they can make it look better, make it look good. Instead of trying to take the assets that I have and bend them into shape. I don't know. Long part of the U makes it look like a plunk. Yeah, it's just because I was trying to make it look like these were making the I mean, I could just erase that part there, too. Can I just select that and get rid of it? No? Isn't that the layer that it's on? I didn't mean to, I didn't mean to, I didn't do it. Okay, yeah, but that's the layer then, right? Or is it this layer? Okay, wait, was this the layer? That's the layer, okay. Well, now can I do this and that and just say no? There we go. Yeah, I think it works for these where it gets cut off a little bit. Yeah, because I did try to extend them all a little bit and that just wasn't working, but... yeah, it looks better. I don't know. It just looks muddy. I'm just trying to make it look a little more unique than just like here's the letters, but I think that might be the idea to do. It's just literally here's the word. Okay, but the question was if I do all caps. Oh, you have to drag it. The fact that you can click it, but it's only when you drag it that it pops up is annoying. Okay, so if I do plunk in all caps, give me... no, that's not what I wanted, because then you're also not going to be the right text either. There we go. You. Fredoka. And then, excuse me, I need you to be like absolutely flippin' massive. Thank you. Okay, so now I do want to do both. Okay, so where's the save? My monitor has way too many pixels. Everything is so far away. Okay, so we say, how about no on these? But how about yes on you instead? Where the heck did that flippin' go? Now move it, please. Where the heck did that flippin' go? Okay, and then the other question is if I do another version. That is, if only because Brainoid is slowly making it a meme. We gotta space him out here. Is this anything? Oh, and then also make it massive. I didn't hit. Oh, ram it. Oh, they're flipping. Okay. So you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and you, and save. There we go. Gosh dang it. Can't have me actually making progress. So send another sneak peek into a late mechanic. You're gonna spoil the game for me. I suppose that's okay. And then I then I pull it over onto the stream to spoil it for the stream too. There we go. Being a fancy lever. Interesting. That feels much more puzzle than it does like a platformer. That seems like a slightly interesting decision to me. But I guess I can also see a world in which it's hit the lever and then it starts a timer in which you have to run away and do something in that time. Okay, so then we do... Are you guys both on the same layer? Stop, you're drawing out of the wrong layer. Yeah, okay, it looks like they're both on the same layer here. I mean, I could do a shadow that makes it look 3D and stuff, so... Wow, that was like old internet kind of load. I don't know why that took forever to load. I guess the AI put way too many pixels into it. But that was kind of the idea here. I'm trying to think of Plingeru did something similar. Yeah, and I was gonna say, I'm like, that's kind of what I'm ending up with too. And it's like, that's, you know, the reviews did not say that worked out well. So, I don't know. But then Shapes also did the same kind of thing. I found enough examples of games doing that worked out versus games that did that didn't work out. So, kind of an either or. Yeah, actually looks really neat. Which, again, it's like just do kind of a screenshot of the game and then do just the word. But yeah, the slightly tilted angle is a good idea too. Yeah, it's like it's just because of the how to market a game saying like you need to make the text look at least a little digitally draw the elements. I think that changes a lot. Yeah, definitely using some different colors and stuff too helps. Oh, the shadow on the box here, I think, is doing some good work as well. Wait, is that the polka dot gradient just put on everything too? Not that anybody's gonna get close enough to look at that and see that, but yeah, I think that is the one problem I have with the plungeroo here is that, like, you can tell that these elements do not actually, like, connect with each other. I think that's what's working for shapes, is the fact that it does look like, or like something like Factorio is like, I think if you follow the elements in the image. Yeah, halftone. Yeah. At least that was my impression of this. Yeah, I was gonna say, you can follow it. Or yeah, okay, these gears end up here, which go over to here. Oh no, I guess the gears go this way, and then there. Yeah, it's kind of cramming all of the elements of the game into one scene, but it is... like, it looks like it makes sense to me, so... Yeah, the tilting camera angle is a good idea. But like I said, I think it doesn't work as well here, simply because of the fact that it's... like, that you can't... there's no flow to the image. But that might also be me just talking out my butt again. Okay, so then the answer is... basically just run the game. Yeah, okay, I never did add the bowling pins. Okay, so if I go back to... that's the question too. It's like, okay, so I have it so that it's not spawning things on the edges. If I make this a lot bigger, and then make it so it does the opposite of this and spawns things on the edges instead of in the middle. So, can I copy paste the scene in the build settings? It was like, that doesn't create a new scene, that does it? Oh, I could just save the scene as a different scene, so this will be cover whatever. Cover 2. And then in cover 2 here, it's in the game manager or something, right? Man, everything's just a mess, and I just feel so dumb all the time, and then I feel like I keep proving to myself that I am in fact dumb. Not a good feeling. Or that I'm reminding myself that I am in fact dumb. I'm like, yeah, this has been a productive stream, right? No, it's not even 2 hours. And no, I haven't done anything. I started to make something and realized, nah, that's not gonna work, and then I started making something else and realized, nah, that isn't gonna work either, so... I don't know, is going down the wrong road twice, is that progress? I mean, I guess if you're trying to solve a maze or something and you go down the wrong path twice, then yeah. At least I feel like ruling out options is some kind of progress. I would say thank you for the push-ups because I like exercising, but my back has been in pain, so... But we'll see. This may or may not help or hurt my back, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go do some push-ups. If I cry out in pain. Yeah, okay, it didn't feel great, but also I was able to do it. That's the weird thing. It's just like certain positions, not weight, which I would have assumed it'd be like weight would also hurt your back, but no. Just seems to be certain positions hurt my back. Like sitting. Except I can't stand for just that many hours either. It's like I need to, which is why I'm very tempted to go for a walk now. I'm like, it's 4:30. I need to go for a walk and go eat dinner. But I started up the stream so late that for me to get 3 hours of stream in, I gotta stream for a while. Or I gotta do dinner a little later. What in the fluff and heck was I doing? I was trying to see where I am denying it spawning. So that's probably the something or other. Let's spawn deck, spawn level, maybe. Okay. Move available positions. There we go. Okay, where the flippin' heck is this? So then, where the heck is this? Okay, so that's that. So now I want to do the opposite. So I guess I just added a so this is just add whatever positions I put in here, it removes them. So how do I add the other ones? So this is just if it is okay, let's just put a okay, so we do a bool that is remove edges, I guess, something like that. So remove edges, and then if I go back to where it was, I don't remember where that was. Row. It was remove available. Okay, so now here. This was remove edges and all that other nonsense. Okay, or do I need to do it as its own separate thing? Because I think the else, whatever. I'm gonna do the bad version just so that it makes a little more sense to me. So that it's if remove edges, and you find an edge, add it to the edges to remove. Otherwise, well, it should be fine if I do that, right? If I say remove edges and the rest of this nonsense. Oh, I guess else if then. maybe? This feels like it's also wrong. So then not remove edges. No, I shouldn't really need to check that. It's just the rest of these are... Well, it's just if it's not removing edges, it's gonna still add to the edges. Whatever. We're just gonna run this and see how wrong it is. And then I can go back and try to understand. I don't know. This is one of those things, if like I am still a junior programmer, despite having been programming for 10 to 15 flippin' years. I have learned nothing in 10 to 15 years. Okay, so if it's remove edges and you find an edge, you add it. If it's not remove edges, then it'll just remove everything else. Like I said, whatever. I'm just gonna... I don't think that's right. I don't want to figure out the logic. And there's a slim chance that it might just be right, so who knows. I have less to worry about AI taking my job. Yeah, my incompetence has already taken my job from me many times. No, the big stress has always been how in the heck am I gonna pay my bills if I'm too stupid to do a job that pays money. Yeah, because I was talking with a friend who's working at Target where it was like he's living at home and is able to make car payments, but it's like that's about as much as he earns. It's like, okay, it's enough to make car payments. It's like, so if I took a simpler job, I would not be able, I don't know how I would afford a place. Yeah, okay. That is clearly not the right answer. I was just kind of hoping. Oh, but then the available positions has nothing in it because I removed all of the positions. I guess that would make sense. Which he would still be trying to say there is a position available, which is there isn't. Okay, so dang it, I do actually have to figure out what in the fluffin' heck I'm doing. Okay. Okay, so this is the list of edges. So if it's remove edges, it does this. Otherwise, I have the plan of losing my mind in the somewhat close future, but just slowly. I want to build a RV321 CPU in Bricadia. Can only do a little bit occasionally, but I want to do that. They already made Simon Says, Minesweeper, and Pac-Man. So it's probably not the logical next step. Want to build your own CPU inside of another game? Yeah, you're definitely going to lose your mind. It's possible, but not easy at all. Oh, I just did... Okay, that was why I was doing that, right? Is that why I was doing that? I don't remember exactly why I was doing it. So if it's remove edges... And now you do an else if. It's only in the case of if remove edges is not true that you remove the other ones. Did I have the right instinct and then I just didn't believe myself? Because that is very much what I do. I have the right idea and then I don't trust it and then I backtrack and... But it's because most of the time I don't have the right idea, so... Okay, well Well, it didn't explode. So, now I say don't remove the edges. Remove the middle instead. And it's not gonna have enough space. Okay, so if I... What if I just make the space bigger? Oh, but then the center is just gonna... It's not gonna make the edges... Well, I guess it is gonna make the edges bigger. Okay, well, none of this is all in its own thing, so... So something like that. Had made one in a logic simulator on my phone once, but didn't have existing instruction sets. There was no compiler for it. It was just 8-bit, not 32-bit like this one is. Okay, so you have tried building a computer inside of a game before, which that always sounds kind of crazy to me. Okay, so you're not removing all of the spaces or something, right? I just want you to remove the center. Who's complaining? The available positions is saying that there are no available positions. Because the edges, I removed everything. Okay, well this... Okay, whatever. Here, you are going to be identifying the edges. Then in here, this is going to say if it's remove edges. Then you add that. But this should be an and. If it is none of these, then it should go here and double check that. Which is why I thought I could put the if at the beginning, but maybe that's what was confusing it. Okay, we're gonna even do this, just because I've confused myself so badly. We're not gonna do an else if. That's exactly what this feels like it should be to me. There. Okay, so now that. I guess. I don't know. Complaining always. I mean, that's also my default state. I do like to complain. My back hurts. I'm old. My games I make are bad and ugly and... Aha! There we go. So now if I put the words plunk in the middle of this. Okay, so now if I go and do the mother flippin' thing here, where I add just a little bit more stuff, is that gonna be too much mother flippin' stuff? Okay. Or can I define a different center? Because I'm doing that. Okay, so then I can do like edge size or center size, something like that. And then I can add that flipping stuff to that and make that little edge a little bigger. I also have some complaining in me. I mean, that might be why you're here if you like to complain. I guess that means... I guess you also have to like hearing somebody complain. That is a favorite pastime. Is not actually taking action and just complaining instead. Maybe we add it here. So this is the edge size. And then we go back down to wherever you are. Let's say 0 plus the edge size. Or less than, if it's less than or equal to. Or greater than? I think, yeah, less than or equal to the edge size. So if it's like a 1, it'll be 0 and 1. So edge size. It does feel good to program a little bit. Okay, and then here, if it's greater than the width minus the edge size, and then greater than minus the edge size, and then it's 0, so there is no flip and like edge, but then, okay. If you need help with something, there are multiple people here, of which at least one is ready to try and help. No, I realize that, and like, well, and that's just, I was trying to figure out like the capsule image. And I don't know if anybody else has other opinions of like what they like best for capsule image. In terms of, is this the best, or is the other thing I started the best, or is the thing that Brainoid posted? Oh, that loaded fine. Obviously, the AI-ness of it, I don't really want, but... I guess I don't really need to have like a huge amount of space in the middle. Which is really just I decided to find the center as like... Okay, well let's just test and see if this works at all, so... I wonder how it would look if it had the slightly rounded edge. Slightly rounded look of the sketch. You're talking the... Well, and that's the thing, is like, I don't know an easy way to do this. Except to, like, give this to an actual artist and say, hey, can you do the rounded, like, bend kind of look? I don't know. It's just because of a lot of the games that I've looked at that are the whatchamacallit, a lot of the comps that I was looking at that are like my game do have... Oh, actually, I should really put that Combinatorix or whatever it was. Combotronica. Should very much go on my... Was there any way to see, like, wish lists and stuff for this? Like, can I get any sense of, like, how well this is doing? Yeah, it's like, I don't think these are AI art. Yeah, but it is another one of those, like, it's random stuff. A die, a battery, a taco cat, a set of beads. That's why I'm very glad I stumbled on the idea of SteamDB followers. Okay, I thought there was a way that you could kind of guess how well a game is doing. That's my wish list. I meant... Because this is the demo, which the demo's not going to have a bunch of followers. Also, I don't know exactly where to see that number anyway. This is just the demo? Upcoming releases. There we go. So then they don't have a publisher, so that also tells me not necessarily huge there. And then Twitter is not a good way of determining how well the game is doing. But I guess if they do have some big numbers somewhere. So they got no followers on Twitter, so that's not a good metric there either. 200 views is basically nothing on YouTube, but better than this one, apparently. Okay, well, at least social media does not have any ability to give me good numbers, so. Kind of multiply followers by 10 to 20 to get a sense of wish lists. Where do you see the follower number? Is also the question. They have no wish lists at all on Twitter. I think follower numbers on SteamDB. Okay, not just on Steam. So view on SteamDB. Aha, okay. So now, where was that? Steam page is opened 8 months ago, so they don't have much chance, I guess. Charts. That was going to be the next thing I click. Okay. Followers history being, okay. They did get a follower or two from this most recent event there. But yeah, okay. So followers, you're saying multiply it by 10 to 20. So it's 120 to 200 wish lists. And then you knock that all by like, because it's only like 10% or whatnot, kind of change from wish lister to actual game player. So that's in the double digits at least. Which double digits game sales is not a lot. This looks like a neat idea. I'm not huge on the aesthetic though. The kind of like fancy like microchip like computer aesthetic. Have 750 followers. Congrats. It sounds like you had a few people that were like really big fans of Replicat. Yeah, and I know the whole thing is to just like get the ball rolling. And like the more games you make, the more games you can have a nice backlog of people to be excited about them. Yeah, I'd be really curious to see how Replicat does on mobile. Because I don't know how well the other roguelikes have done on mobile. I feel like Replicat does not have like an immediately like mobile game kind of aesthetic. So yeah, I don't know what to expect from mobile. One, because I know Merge Maestro is one of those games that has both. Actually, this will be a good test. Is what pops up first. Okay, it is Steam and then Google Play. So this is 50k downloads, of which, yeah, because this is not a paid app, this is a free app that has a paid component to it. Yeah, okay, so this is one that they do the game board and then the text. And I guess an emoji there. Do they do the same thing on... Google Play. I guess you can't really get a good setup, so they yeah, so it probably is just take the game, put some text in the middle. If it had like 500k sales on Steam, be more confident about mobile. I was like, I can definitely see, like, I know I personally am gonna enjoy this on mobile. Like, I've played more Balatro on mobile than I have on Steam at this point. Like, I will definitely enjoy some Replicat on mobile, but I do think it is gonna be a lot of, I don't know. Like you were saying, don't know what to expect from mobile, because I can see, like, at least for me, or like I think a few people that were very excited about it will probably pick up the game on mobile, but in terms of enticing a new audience on mobile, that'll be interesting. Okay, what in the fluff and heck was I doing? I was well, I added the ability to do this. I don't think it's super necessary now at this point. I'm like, okay, so to remove the edges is I want to remove the center, and then the edge size, I want it to be oh, and I'm doing a 7x7. Okay, well, let's just see if this explodes. That's really what it is. Thinking $5 for mobile. Yeah, like a premium mobile thing. I think that's a good idea. Yeah, like I don't remember if this. Oh yeah, like I said, Merge Maestro does free, and then has you pay once you're in the game to earn like packs or whatever. Well, let's see if we do like Balatro, because I know Balatro is also. Actually, so you versus you, what is the price difference? 15 versus. I mean, I already. Is it just because I already purchased it? Because I'm pretty sure this was a premium thing that I had to purchase, right? Okay, well, can I do you on here? There we go. Okay, $10. Okay, so they did knock off the price of some. So it's $10 there, and then $15 here. Okay, so you're doing. Also, thank you for the hydrate there. I did. I saw the hydrate. I'm. Okay, so you did $10, and then are knocking it down to $5. Okay. Which I guess is the same Balatro did, was just knock off 5. They just had a higher starting point. Okay, so now let's test if I do like a. So don't remove. Okay, wait. How about remove the edges? I'm gonna do the edge size of like 2. Oh, I also need to hydrate. Oh, the runestones are still kind of doing whatever the fluff and heck they want. Okay, so I did hack off the 2 on the edges. Oh, so let's do bigger board. If I do like 15, I'm like, if I do too big, it's gonna just like explode or something, right? Okay, I do need to figure out the, like, if you don't have space, that it doesn't explode. That is something that'd be nice to do. Also, why are you exploding again? This has plenty of space. What are you complaining about? Excuse me. Okay. Give me more things. Guess might need to work on a freemium version if the game doesn't get enough pre-orders on mobile. Yeah, and I don't know if that worked out a lot better for Merge Maestro or not. Oh, it's probably because this is trying to do the whole starting deck. Oh, wait. So then I do random deck instead of... Yeah, okay, do random deck instead of a starter deck. That might be the issue, is that it's trying to put an entire starter deck into a space that doesn't have space for it. No. What are you fluffing talking about? Who's complaining here? Okay, now you're not gonna do the thing. You're just not gonna say. I don't think I could convince my friends that the mobile version is worth buying when I can't even convince them that trying some free games is worth it. Well, are you talking on mobile, or are you talking on, like, the Epic free games, or are you talking on, like, Steam? Because I think there is a different culture and a different stigma attached to each of those different options and stuff, too. Where I'm like, oh yeah, I'll pick up a free thing on Epic, because why not? But, like, a free game on Steam is kind of like, it feels like there's some missing quality here or something. But a free game on mobile is like, oh, well, they're all free, so... Steam or mobile, yeah, okay. I feel like mobile, you kind of have to be part of that culture or not. Like, that's... Personally, I think there's a lot of really cool games on mobile. And I think there's a lot of really cool ideas on mobile. You just have to sift through, like, ads and stuff. Like, I will say, I have been doing some Gecko out still. And I'm like, this game is so frustrating, because I want to solve the puzzles, but then it just gives me all sorts of dumb nonsense. Just like, there's that Pixel Flow game that I downloaded literally just because there was an article about it that was saying, like, okay, here's how they monetize it and stuff, and like... And then somehow I keep playing it, and I'm like, it's not good. Or it doesn't feel like a great game to me, and yet I keep playing it. It's the same thing with this Gecko Out game, where I'm like, it's just here to give me ads. Like, but the puzzles are interesting. Like, I like the thing. Yeah, but a little disappointed with Pixel Flow just because of the, I was gonna say, are they doing like a layer of AI? This looks like a layer of AI filtering over top of this. Or like a different angle of the same thing. Yeah, it is funny that they say think fast, and I'm like, I literally just mash the button here, where I'm like, okay, just keep putting the pigs on the board. Hopefully they'll clear each other and not actually explode or anything, but... issue with mobile is a huge amount of bad games are stuffed with ads. Since I play mobile like once a month at most, I usually don't buy mobile games. Would make an exception for Replicat, though. No, there's some hidden gems in, doing, like, premium mobile games, so... Yeah, because I'm like, I could look at my list and say, like, okay, here's some of the, yeah, how many of these are, like, premium? There's a few. Wait, Amaze doesn't have, like, a logo on top of it, does it? To really give me a sense of, like, hey, how are they selling their color painting ball game? Yeah, I was playing this for a bit too, and I was like, this feels so much like just it's trying to suck money from me because it's some kind of It's just because it has the kind of like, oh, here's a ball moving around and doing a thing. But it's just an idle game too. That's the problem that I have. Is you just making the number go up. That's it. Okay, here I am complaining about, again, like I said, interesting games that are, you gotta go past ads to get at them, but I guess the premium mobile games I'm thinking of tend to be premium games that have a mobile version. Okay, fucking heck, what was I doing? I was yapping. Also trying to figure out why in the heck it's complaining like that. Who's exploding? Okay, so if I do this the other way around and say... So I want the edge to be like... wait, did I do... Yeah, I did 10. So I want the edge to be like... 4, maybe? No, 3. So if I do the edge as like 3... And then say... Don't remove the edges, remove the center instead. Does that work to put stuff on the edge? Yeah, Monument Valley is that was the exact one I was thinking of for like premium mobile game, but also not free. Also on Netflix, but my phone doesn't support any version above 1 or 2 maybe. Hope your phone will support Replicat. I know Brano did post a thing at one point of testing different phone versions, or phone sizes rather. Okay, so now can I get it to spawn the number of bumpers? Like 8 maybe? Oh wait, so if I do this and then just do spawn a number of buttons instead and say like that. Okay, what if I do this? Is that gonna explode? Or is that going to show me kind of what I want? Or oh no, you're not following the thing at all. What in the heck happened there? I entirely punched a hole in the... Oh, the culling. Yeah, okay, the culling on the back is... okay. So, I guess... that I need... Okay, so let's not do that then. So it's the buttons? Or the... Yeah, buttons probably the issue. Maybe the runestones? This is so poorly made. I could just spit this in. I could put this into an AI and it could spit out something just as poorly made. Okay, who the heck? Oh, it's that problem again. Okay, yeah, I can't do multiple of the same runestones because it's trying to add the same thing to the dictionary multiple times over. Okay, so you actually are okay. Kind of, sort of, hopefully, maybe. I guess we'll see. I'm realizing that it's turned into a full, like, catchphrase. kind of, sort of, hopefully, maybe, I guess. We'll see. That is no buttons. You didn't give me anything. That's a bunch of nothing. Okay, so that's not how I'm doing that, apparently. Mistakes were made. Many mistakes were made, compounding into a whole pile of mistakes. It was all a mistake. Okay. I just want you to put a bunch of stuff, just a bunch of random crap on the board. Did I not say bumpers? Okay, and I want it to be pretty thick with stuff now. Thick. So did I say no? I said 8 random bumpers. You decided not to do any? Because I don't really want to place them by hand after the fact. That's the whole point, is that I just wanted to spam me with a bunch of stuff, and then I can hit go on a bunch of pipes, and then call that good. I don't know. Maybe. Okay, so you do not respect the... So it's only the buttons that respect the center. Right? Are the buttons even respecting the center? Okay, there should be... a group of buttons like here. They don't have anything. Okay, so maybe just these? Okay, but a hole is clearly spawning in the center. Okay, so let's make the... I didn't need to reset it. So let's make the edge size a little smaller. Is this doing anything? Am I doing anything? Like it's almost stream time. I've streamed long enough that it's almost stream time again. Okay, stop doing the holes. Stop doing the other nonsense. This is not... Okay, enough with the holes. They're throwing me off. Enough with the bumpers that aren't spawning anyway. And then the pipe spawns in the middle. Okay, sure, whatever. But... there we go. Okay, that does look like the middle is clear. So let's do more stuff on the edges. As in more buttons. Maybe like 40? It looks like you hit some kind of... that doesn't look like 40. That... So... oh, that's in bumpers. I'm putting in the bumpers. It's nothing. It's nothing. Oh, that might have been why the bumpers were having an issue. This one. That's the one I need to be changing. You goof. Okay, I don't need it to be super thick with buttons. I just want some amount of buttons, because then I want some amount of bumpers. Are you fluffing? Okay, no, we're not doing this. I'm calling it quits. I'm gonna go piss and go for a walk. Oh, I think ads are about to happen, right? Or happened? Will happen, happened. So, again, I spent a couple hours getting absolutely nothing done. Yay! Repeat until dead. Was it the ads ending? Was the ads ending, I guess? Okay, but hopefully I should be streaming a little more regular. No, that was the ads starting. Goodness me. Okay, well. Snugsy is a fantastic name. Are you gonna let me pause the audio? I'm just gonna go use the restroom. I don't want to just sit here with it repeat. And now Chrome is completely frozen. Okay, whatever. We're gonna just have whatever abomination I make. What, did it just die completely? Okay, so it was muted. Okay, and nobody's here. Okay, so I can just cut it off and go for a walk then. Speak now or forever hold your peace. I'm gonna just leave then. If nobody's here. Oh, well, no, yeah. There's. Oh. No, I gotta hang around for a minute to let it actually update. There we go. Okay, now that I am watching my own stream, the number's gone up. Okay, but. Just checked and had your phone since 2019. Wow. I was like, I think my phones last like a couple of years and then something kind of weird or odd or random knocks them out. Like one of the ones I had, like I think it was like something inside the phone was expanding, like the battery or something, because the back of the phone started peeling off. Like, I'm trying to remember what the last one was. The last one was, I had a Samsung and I didn't like it. That was just more of a problem of like, I didn't like the Samsung. But it also started having problems, so. Oh, wait, no, I wanted to... Yeah, I wanted to put this in my games to look at, so like a comp kind of thing. Okay, but I think I was going to just take off. I need to go for a walk, I need to go eat dinner. Meaning I will not be starting at my regular time, which I haven't been for a while, but I may or may not stream again this evening, because I do kind of want to get something working here, to try to get some kind of logo working, to try to get something done for a game that, I don't know, as long as I can put something on Steam, that's the goal. I should be doing random buttons, which it sure looks like it is, but it doesn't seem to be doing a whole bunch of random buttons. Board hand size is 16. Why? Maximum board hand size is huge. Why did you reset the board hand size? Yeah, now here I am trying to solve the problem. Board hand size. The deck.count. The number of items in the deck. But the deck should have a good 40 items or something in it, right? I gotta see if Replica can run on a 7-year-old phone. I mean, I feel like it's a fairly I would assume it's a fairly performant game. It's not like it's got a ton of items and stuff to keep track of, and the graphics are not like crazy and insane. Okay, where am I adding to the deck? Because it should be adding more than 16. Deck size. Oh. I just am not modifying the right number. Okay, so now is it going to give me 40 buttons and then say, oh, whoa, bud, you don't have space enough for 40 buttons. There we go. Okay, there's too many buttons. Okay, I solved the problem. But I'm going to go for a walk and eat dinner. And then probably start up another stream, maybe. It'll be kind of late, though, so... it's not performance, but if the Play Store really didn't allow me to download it. Wasn't able to download the new versions of Monument Valley. Caesar, probably, maybe. Kind of, sort of, hopefully, maybe. But yeah, it'll be at least an hour. Because, like, walking takes about half an hour. And then, I don't even know what I'm going to have for food. I have some stuff for pizza, but I don't have all of the stuff for pizza. And I had pizza recently. I did a cheese pizza because I had so much cheese. And I was like, we're going to do a whole bunch of different cheeses. And it was still kind of sad. I'm like, okay, even when I try to make a cheese pizza interesting, it still didn't turn out. But okay, that's neither here nor there. That's me. I will figure out my own dinner. But yeah, I'll probably be back. I don't have anything else I need to do. That was the whole point, is that I got rid of all of the other nonsense, so that the only thing that I'm doing is working on this. So I should probably be back, but goodbye, good night, good luck, thanks for stopping by, have fun sleeping, bye.